Elly couldn't be here, so.
Oh my God.
Hey, Roger.
Hey, Roger.
Hey, so I'm, I guess what you'd call a middle-aged man. That wasn't the joke. I don't really like that term because middle of what? My life? Why are we already talking about my death? We don't call teenagers fifth age. Fifth age teens. I think it's insensitive. Anyway, I recently lost my job. I started doing stand-up just as a reason to get out of things. I've been taking lots of walks, and also because when you get to that point, you realize you've got your health. Yeah, I have a 5-year-old daughter also, who is something that I live for. Her name is Kim, and it's funny because the other day I went to McDonald's with her, and she had to go to the bathroom. So I was going to go in with her, and an employee stops me and says, "Where do you think you're going?" So I said, "I'm going into the women's room with my daughter." And he said, "No, you can't go in there, it's for women." I said, "She's 5, she needs help going to the bathroom." And he said, "No, you can't go in there." So I had to wait outside the women's room, and all the women just came out, and they looked at me like, "This pervert standing outside the women's room. What's this guy doing?" It can be really hard to be a single father sometimes because her mom's not in the picture, and I have to do a lot of things that a mom would do. I do the cooking, I clean, I shop for clothing for her. I went trick-or-treating with her for Halloween, and so I had to buy a Halloween costume. So I was thinking I wanted to be a Mexican for Halloween. So I went to a Mexican clothing store because I figured it might be cheaper and more authentic than a costume store. When I went there, I said, do you have a Mexican outfit? So they brought out a lot of, like very colorful, kind of gaudy outfits. And I said, no, do you have a Mexican outfit? They didn't know what I meant. But they didn't have like sombreros or ponchos or anything that I would associate with a Mexican. So I realized I couldn't say to them, "No, it's for Halloween," because they might get upset. So I left, and I ended up being an Indian. That's another story. Yeah. So I have a few ideas I've been working on for my stand-up, so if I could just pitch a few of them. Thank you. Okay, so one is the first guy to come up with a sperm bank. How did he pitch it to his friends? Was he like, hey, give me some of your sperm, and I'm going to give it to women who want to get pregnant for money? How would his friends respond to that? Also, the first guy to invent a blood bank, he said, hey, give me some of your blood so I can give it to women who want to get pregnant for money. I don't know how you respond to that, because these are bodily fluids that you usually keep for yourself. And then he'd say, no, give them to me, and people will pay me for them. I don't know how they would have responded. But it worked out, so I guess. Also, with autoerotic asphyxiation, hey, oh, I created something, it's really fun. How did they respond to that? Like, no, he's just suicidal. I feel like that's a weird idea to have. Okay. Another thing is, so women are always saying that men, that we leave the seat up. Oh, why'd you leave the seat up? I fell into the toilet. But women leave, why do they always leave it down? Right? My pee gets everywhere. mistake, okay? Just because you think that I did something wrong, and you're saying, oh, I can learn from it, that doesn't mean I did something wrong and I have to learn from it.